Rockstar Games recently announced that a brand new summer update is arriving soon to Red Dead Online. So on the Newswire that they released back on May 18th, they first talk about new races and open target races arriving soon to Red Dead Online, and these new races will be available to all Red Dead Online players starting on May 25th, but we'll talk about the races and much more later in the video. Rockstar then starts to talk about the summer DLC for Red Dead Online. So it says the Red Dead Online summer update will add a diverse array of new missions across the world for those seeking to step into the criminal underworld. Down in St. Denis, Angelo Bronte's trusted lieutenant Guido Martelli is working to create his own criminal network, so whether it's intimidation, unsavory crimes, or larger high-stake robberies, writers best willing to do whatever it takes to earn their blood money. So first off, we're going to break down this paragraph. It might not be much, but it is something that we could talk about, of course. So first off, it talks about new missions coming to Red Dead Online about looking into a step of the criminal underworld. So we're going to be looking more of a criminal, or at least an outlaw in this new DLC, and we're going to be some new missions. Hopefully these missions are going to be in free mode and not in like a separate lobby like the Sonic Run missions. So hopefully these are going to be available in free roam. That's going to be very cool. We then talk about Angelo Bronte's trusted lieutenant Guido Martelli. If you guys don't know who Angelo Bronte or Guido Martelli is, these characters were visually in the Red Dead Redemption 2 story. So we're going to talk about them a little bit just so you guys can understand more about them. Before I talk about these characters, I'd just like to warn you guys that this is a spoiler warning for the Red Dead Redemption 2 story. If you guys haven't already played it yet, I recommend that you guys do. If you guys don't want any spoilers, I recommend that you guys skip ahead a little bit. I'll have timestamps for you guys to know where to skip to. So starting off with Angelo Bronte. Angelo Bronte is a crime lord in the city of St. Denis in Red Dead Redemption 2, and we first meet Angelo Bronte in chapter 4 after finding out that he actually has Jack Marston, which is John Marston's son, which John Marston of course is the main protagonist of Red Dead Redemption 1 and a member of the camp in Red Dead Redemption 2. And of course you do also play him in the epilogue of Red Dead Redemption 2. So Dutch, Arthur, and John all go to Angelo Bronte's mansion and they decide to ask him for Jack back, but he says that Arthur and John have to do a job for him, which is to stop grave robbers. So after that he does give Jack back. Then later in the story, Angelo Bronte tells Dutch and the gang about a trolley station that they can actually rob, and when Dutch and the gang decide to rob the trolley station, they find out that actually is set up by Angelo Bronte. So then later in the story, Dutch and the gang actually kill Angelo Bronte, and then after that Guido Martelli takes his position. So we don't know much about Guido Martelli. He does appear in one mission though, which is the Gilded Cage, and he also is mentioned in the mission Bare Knuckle Friendships. And that's pretty much all we know right now of Guido Martelli, but of course now Guido Martelli is going to be playing a big role in Red Dead Online. Going back to the paragraph, it then says Guido Martelli is working to create his own criminal network, so whether it's intimidation, unsavory crimes, or large high-stakes robberies. So before we continue on, of course it seems that he's going to be building a criminal network, so he's going to continue kind of what Angelo Bronte started a little bit, and kind of just expand the criminal network. And it looks like we can have intimidation in Red Dead Online now, so I don't know if that's like robbing people. We can also do unsavory crimes and larger high-stake robberies, so I'm guessing that we can do some type of robberies maybe. Now this most likely will not be a heist sadly introduced into Red Dead Online, but at least we have some type of robbery, which is things that people actually wanted, including myself, in the Red Dead Online. Looking at the picture included with the paragraph, in the background of the picture there is a lawman on their horse, and the location of this picture seems to be in the state of New Hanover, the state of West Elizabeth, or the state of Des Moines, somewhere in the green area of the map. You guys also see it looks like two people right here, which is I'm guessing based off of Red Dead Online players. Looks like one female, one male. It looks like they're going to be robbing a train or something like that. I mean, we're on top of a train right now, but the train does look a little different. It looks like it could possibly be a passenger train, so maybe you could rob the passengers on the train. So that looks really cool. And looks like whoever this is, the Red Dead Online player, is moving up toward the front of the train, or maybe in the back and just shooting people, or eventually going to rob something on the train. So maybe we could do a train robbery in Red Dead. Hopefully if we do actually get to do it, it's going to be in free mode and not in like a separate mission. But if we do get to check it out in the mission, that'd be really cool. Hopefully we are able to do this in free mode too. As you guys may know, as of right now, the trains in Red Dead Online are pretty much just only cargo trains. You can't really take anything off of it. I think the only thing you could take is probably like a can of like some type of food or something, but it's pretty much just nobody on except for the conductor, of course, and that's really it. There's nothing you can really take from it. But hopefully if Rockstar decides to add passenger trains, passenger cargo trains into Red Dead Online, then possibly in free mode players will be able to rob it, which will just add robbery to Red Dead Online. And previously inside of the paragraph they talk about intimidation or savory crimes, so maybe we can finally go up to NPCs and rob them. Maybe we can rob stores, but at the end of the day, I feel like it's just going to be some type of robbery, or maybe multiple types of robberies coming to Red Dead Online. And the paragraph then ends off with riders best willing to do whatever it takes to earn their blood money. So of course they're going to be getting paid. Most likely it won't be gold, but at least we'll get some money for doing these robberies. And again, hopefully these can be done in free mode. So we'll have to see when that finally does release sometime this summer. So obviously with a new summer update releasing into Red Dead Online, there's a possibility that Rockstar could add a new role. I don't think they might, but they actually could. Just like last year, they actually added the naturalist role, so maybe we could add some type of new role, a robbery role, a type of, I don't know, something just to do with, of course, whatever's going to be happening in this new DLC. So I really hope that Rockstar does decide to actually add a new role, but if not, I hope that they actually expand to another role. So if you guys remember back in the summer, they actually expanded the bounty hunters role. They obviously added like 10 more ranks into the bounty role, so maybe they could actually expand on another role, maybe the collector, trader, moonshiner, or naturalist. They can decide to expand. I'd probably much rather Rockstar add a new role to Red Dead Online, but if they're going to expand the role, it would probably be the trader role. I want to see more stuff for that. But hopefully Rockstar does something to the roles and just making them a bit more better. So we'll have to see what Rockstar does eventually release this new update. Well, going back to the races though, so the races actually start, well, the new races are going to be available on May 25th. So that is going to be on Tuesday, which is only like in a couple of days, and they're going to have some new races. So definitely look out for that. It's going to be really cool. So standard races, new open races, and open target races. So definitely check those out. I'm probably gonna be streaming that, so make sure you guys do check out the stream live on Tuesday probably. So it's gonna be really cool to see these new races. I mean, it's not much, but it's just to kind of get us a little excited, or at least a little update before the big DLC does arrive this summer into Red Dead Online. Now in this video, I also want to touch on Outlaw passes. So Outlaw pass number 5 ends on May 31st of this month. So if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys do get to rank 80, of course, and make sure you have enough gold for the next Outlaw pass. But I'm guessing that the next Outlaw pass will be releasing on June 1st, the day right after, of course, and that will be Outlaw pass number 6. And I think Outlaw pass number 6 is going to be a small Outlaw pass, maybe like 20 ranks like the Halloween pass last year. So just something small. Just for us to kind of get a little bit of entertainment, a little bit of a new update to Red Dead Online, maybe some cool stuff included. It's probably gonna be like 20 gold bars, maybe just something small. And then Outlaw pass number 7 will be released with the summer DLC, and that will be all the way until maybe like August or September. And then after that, we'll get the Halloween pass, and then after that, Outlaw pass number 8 will probably release sometime, and of course December, along with a new DLC. And hopefully Rockstar does better than they did last year with the bounty expansion. It wasn't a bad DLC, but I definitely expect more along with other people. So hopefully in December we get a big DLC for Red Dead Online, of course. Outlaw pass number 8. I also want to talk about possible release dates for this summer DLC. So of course, like I said previously, the new races are arriving on May 25th, and of course this is a summer DLC, which has to start of course in summer, and summer this year is starting on Sunday, June 20th, and it ends on Wednesday, September 22nd. So of course that's when the update is going to be released sometime in that time period. My guess is somewhere probably going to be in like July or like the end of June possibly. We'll have to see a new update for Red Dead Online, and then after that maybe like at the end of July, and then like the beginning of August we'll see the update for GTA Online. I think Rockstar is going to release the update for Red Dead Online first before they release the one for GTA Online. So I have to see if Rockstar actually decides to do that, but we'll have to see, because the last update for both games was obviously the Car Rico heist back in December. So I'm guessing Rockstar is going to start now with the Red Dead Online update in July, and then the GTA Online update in August, pretty much just like last year. So we'll have to see what Rockstar decides to do, but I would have a problem if Rockstar did it like that. Rockstar doesn't seem to like always put them in like the same months anymore, or at least like really close to each other. They seem to like separate it by like 1 or 2 weeks just for like players of Red Dead could play, and then they'll have time to play GTA Online or vice versa. So we'll see what Rockstar decides to do this year, but hopefully Rockstar does bring something big to Red Dead Online and of course GTA Online 2. I have a video coming out soon talking about GTA Online Summer DLC, and hopefully I think the GTA Online Summer DLC is going to be really big too. It's going to be like a tuners kind of a vehicle DLC, so that seems really interesting, and I think it's going to be way more better compared to last year with the summer special. Now it wasn't bad of course, but just really wasn't what a lot of people expected. But of course we did get the Car Rico heist DLC, which was an amazing DLC for GTA Online. So I can't wait. Leave your thoughts below on what you think is going to be inside of this Red Dead Online DLC, and I probably will have a poll up soon on the community page, so make sure you guys do vote on that. We should be talking more about Red Dead Online. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you guys do subscribe. Don't forget to post notifications, drop a like. I'll see you guys in the next video, and thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.